What's going on, guys? Tom Newsham back with another protein review, and today we are checking out PhD's Smart Protein. It's deliciously versatile protein powder, according to the packaging anyway, and we're just really gonna try this one out. I've already got a shaker full of water, so this is brand new. Never tried this before. We're just gonna open this now. And before we try a taste test, we are gonna look at the macronutrients and the calories. So, for one scoop, we are talking 116 grams of protein. We're talking 3 grams of fat, so that's actually kind of high compared to like a normal protein shake. We've also got 3.6 grams of carbohydrates. Again, a little bit on the higher side, but not crazy high. So 19 grams of protein, that's about what you would get in your impact whey protein. However, you do have the added 3 grams of fat and 3.6 grams of carbs, and a higher calorie count by about 20 calories per scoop. So, I've opened it up. You get 17 servings in this. I went for the, what do I go for? Salted caramel flavour, interesting. And the scoop size, actually pretty big with the scoop size. So, I'm just gonna go in, mixing it with water. So, let's get to shaking it. Sufficiently shaken. Okay, alright, so it smells a little bit more like salted caramel now. We'll just go in for a taste. Wow, okay, so that's actually kind of nice. So the taste, pretty typical for what you would expect with your PhD proteins. Actually one of the nicer tasting proteins that I've actually tasted. A bit of an unusual flavour, but they were limited when I went into Tesco's as to what flavours they had. I think they had this, like a vanilla. I'll get it up here, like what flavours are available on the PhD website. In terms of texture, you do get like a strange little texture in it. It's almost like they've chopped up nuts in there. There aren't any nuts in this, I've double checked, but it is almost like there are clumps of like almost chopped up almonds in there. If you have PhD proteins, even their diet protein, you'll probably know what I mean. Again, especially the chocolate one, it's quite pronounced in there. It does feel like there's some sort of added texture in there. Something that's not quite able to dissolve like the powder into your water. Overall though, a pretty good tasting protein. And the ingredients list is very, very small, so it's not like a crazy list of ingredients, especially for a protein powder. So you're probably wondering why it's called Smart Protein. Well, apparently what makes it smart is just the fact that it's very versatile, okay? So it's made for things like, you can use it in baking, you can use it obviously for a shake, you can mix it into whatever you want really. It's quite apparently versatile. So potentially it's great for things like protein pancakes if you're making your own from home. There is a video right there or there, whichever side. I always get it wrong, so either here or here that's just popped up. Also has the ingredients to make it into a mousse, and we did that with their vegan plant protein. It turned out okay, it was quite tasty, but again, it's kind of just a thicker version of the shake. All you're doing is really just mixing it with less water. So in terms of overall scores, yes, it's a good protein. If you get this, you're doing nothing wrong. However, it is slightly higher in calories than your impact whey protein. Now the impact whey protein I use as sort of like the bog standard protein. If it's above that, fantastic. If it's below that, probably not good. This I would put just below the impact whey protein, just purely because it's higher in calories and I feel that you've got some fat in there that you don't need. 3 grams of fat is quite a lot for a protein powder, and you've also got 3.6 grams of carbohydrates, which again gives you 20 more calories in the protein, which essentially you don't really need. Also, one thing that really puts me off, especially PhD protein, it's not a deal breaker, but the texture that I mentioned earlier, the sort of chopped up nuts consistency, don't really like it. Personally, that's not for me. It seems to sort of catch in the back of your throat, almost makes it feel like you're gonna choke. And really, there's not much else to say about this. Yes, it's a pretty good protein powder. The ingredients are pretty solid. If you want to go for this protein powder, by all means, go for it. You're doing nothing wrong if you do. However, like I say, it's about the same price as the impact whey protein. However, convenience, one thing it does have on that is the convenience. You can just go into Holland & Barrett, you can go into Tesco's, and grab it off the shelf if you really want to. But again, overall, not really too much to write home about with this PhD Smart Protein. I thought I was in for something special when I saw the Smart, but obviously I realised that it's just better for baking and stuff. Maybe I'll make a video where we make protein pancakes or brownies with it. However, I feel like those videos don't do too well. If you want that kind of video though, press the like button, subscribe to the channel, comment down below what protein powder or supplements you want me to try out next, and I'll see you in the next video.